Hello guys and girls, and welcome to this week's episode of Antlers. And Antlers is really kind of got great news. Well, not great news, but I'm going to say good news and bad news this week to talk about. When we get in the pens out there, the enclosures out there with Whitey and his does, we'll talk about what's going on in there. It's not all good, but that we've also had the situation with Forrest this week, and that's not necessarily all good either. But you know me, I'm always looking for the positive in things. And one of the positive in things that's happened is I got caught out in the rain. That's right. Look at me, man. I'm wet. I've got soaked out there in the rain. I got caught up in the pens, and it's look at my glasses. They're covered in rain. But I got caught out in the pens, and or out not in the pens, but close to the pens, up in that area. And all of a sudden, I looked out across the lake, and it's pouring down. And I'm talking about pouring down out there. And pretty soon, it's pouring down where I am. It's about over right now. As a matter of fact, the sun is shining up there. You can see look at how you see the shadows out there in back behind me. See the shadows out there? The baby bucks, and they don't know what rain is. They're not old enough. They've only been around here since May, so they don't really know what's going on. But my shirt's wet. My shirt got soaking wet, and my hair got wet, which is good. I mean, I started to stay out there, and I started taking my clothes off, just jump around in it, to be honest with you, but I didn't think you'd appreciate that at all. But we got good news and bad news, and I'm always looking for the positive in things, and the positive is that it's raining a little bit, but we've had some things happen that are not good. We'll talk about them, but before we get started on all of that, how about let's just look at some video I shot a couple days ago of most of the boys of the hood that stay around the House Buck Brotherhood. Take a look at them, see how they're doing this week, because with the exception of Forrest, they're doing pretty good. We can get a really good look at some of the bucks here at the house right here. Take a really nice look, and we see TC over there. It's just absolutely a giant. I mean, he's just absolutely a giant. Such a big boy. Amazing, such a big boy. And we got a couple of extra bucks. We had a little spike that's come in. There's a buck right there that has not been here. There's 06. Lucky 13, and we just amazing how many more ducks are start showing up now. As that rut gets going a little bit more, and there's a little Molly over there. The rut gets going more, we'll see even more. There's a deer that's showed up in the last 2 or 3 days. Beautiful deer right there. Got about half of his winter coat in, maybe about more, maybe about all of it. Another big deer there. Now, I'm still searching for Forrest. So that's what I'm doing right now, is looking for Mr. Forrest. He is not out here with them. And we'll see what happens. That's a pretty good look at the Brotherhood there, minus a couple. Okay, guys and girls, the rain is over. We got a light running 2/10 of an inch of rain. I got caught in it. I looked out across the lake, man. It was raining out there, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's rain, real rain. It's been cloudy, quite a bit today, but and they've been talking about rain, but we hear them talk about rain. That is the first rain we've had since the first week in September, like over 6 weeks. We finally get 2/10 of an inch. And I'm going to tell you, we're thankful for it. 2/10 of an inch will not break a drought, but we're thankful for it. And it's just enough to get the pens really muddy, I'm sure. But I'm going to go in there and slop around in the mud a little bit. I've got some carrots for split here, and I'm going to take a look at Whitey, and we'll get in the pen and tell you a little bit about what's going on. Whitey's fine, though. Whitey's fine. So let's see if we get this gate open and see if we can't get in there and get rid of a 2-pound bag of carrots. Okay, guys and girls, just enough to get things muddy. But I have carrots here. I almost got my bag too short, don't I, to get into it. Looky there. Oh, looky there, split ear. That's my baby. How about you, huh? I can't get got my bag. I got my bag too short. There you go. There's pretty. Will y'all chew them up? Will y'all chew them up and enjoy them a little bit? I got my knot in my bag a little bit too short. We had a bag for Houston the other day, and we tied it up a little shorter. It's really kind of better if it's long, but Houston's a little shorter than the rest of us. But oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to hit you in the nose. I didn't mean to hit you in the nose. No, I didn't mean to hit you in the nose. There you go. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry about hitting you in the nose. I did not mean to do that. Well, split ear, you are a fat girl. Yeah, I thought you'd been losing a little weight. You got fat. What about you babies over there, huh? What about you babies? You want some? I have 2 pounds here. I got 2 pounds here for y'all. Yeah, I have 2 pounds. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Y'all are not even chewing them up, neither one of you. No, neither one of you are chewing them up. No, neither one of you are chewing them up. Neither one of y'all are chewing those up. You better stay over here. There's more over here than there are on the ground. Besides that, you have 2 competition over there. And here you only have 1, but she is big time competition. She is big time competition, and look at the way they put that nose up. They follow their nose, they follow their nose right to the carrot. She'll take it out of my mouth. No, that was a little bit of a sloppy kiss. She got her nose on me. I had a carrot a little bit too far down there. She got her nose on me. You can't feed them to them too fast. I mean, this is as quick as you can get them out of the bag. They want to eat them. You babies, you baby dolls, you pretty thing. Boy, she doesn't want to be petted while she's eating. She just wants to eat. Look at the way they stick their nose up there. Isn't that cute? Get up here a little closer to the camera. Come here, look up here closer to the camera. Watch her stick her nose up here. Here, okay. Oh, you girls are something else. You girls are something else. You girls are something else, yeah. I'm getting down toward the end of the bag. There's only a half there. I'm gonna give you a full one too. Yep, I ate the other half. She said, "What are you doing that, Jimmy? What are you doing eating half of the carrot?" These are organic carrots too. These are the high dollar ones. Yeah, I didn't like paying $1 extra. You know, 2 bags, pay $1 extra. I could have got another bag for the $2 extra I paid. Uh-oh. That's it. That's it right there. Let's go take a look at Whitey and see how he looks. He's looking pretty good, I gotta tell you. You can see there that we have half of the pen shut off. We've got sky. It still looks kind of omnibus out there, doesn't it? Did I say that correctly? Omnibus. We got half of the pen shut off. I'll tell you why here in just a little bit. But first I want to go look at, sky up there. Isn't that pretty? Clouds, and a little bit cooler. 0.2 of an inch of rain. Just enough to make it muddy out here, but that's all right. I don't mind getting mud on my tennis shoes. All the deer are looking really, really good. We have had some problems though, and that's one of the reasons that we have half of that cut off. But look at that baby right there. Looking just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, fat. Just a pretty, pretty little girl. She is good size. And there's one of the does, another good sized deer. Everybody's looking really, really good. And there's old Whitey down there. Let's walk down there and take a look at Whitey. Many of you have been concerned about Whitey. I've been concerned about Whitey. We have medicated him quite a bit. And I know a lot of you talk about, call a vet. Well, we have been talking to the vet. Cade's a good friend of mine, but first of all, he is a veterinarian. He is not a deer biologist. He is not a deer vet. He is a cattle and horse vet, and he knows what he's doing. He's really, really good, but he's also very, very busy. Those of you know how hard it is sometimes to get in to see a doctor. It's even more difficult to get in to see a vet. They're very, very difficult to get to come out to your place. You have to set up an appointment quite a bit in advance. And but you can look at Whitey. He's looking pretty good. That little cyst he's got there on his chest is still draining a little bit. We have medicated him quite a bit. We've given him Draxin and Exenol, an antibiotic, and he's really made a large difference. He was limping quite a bit. He's not limping now. You look around, he's going around feeding, eating dirt, and what little bit. He's feeding good. He's drinking good, and he actually looks pretty good. I think we've got him over his bout of illness that he had, and he just, we really need to, we really, right here before the rut, we sure want to keep him in here where he'll breed these does that we have in here. We have had a couple, 2 or 3 does die and a couple of babies die, and we've taken a picture of something gets on their tongue and a growth on their tongue, and I don't know what it causes it. We've sent that to Oklahoma State University. We have not heard back from them, so we really don't know. They've got a great deer biologist down there that supposedly would be able to tell diagnose maybe from the picture we sent, but I think he's been out of town or something. We haven't heard anything, so we don't know. We've had another little small deer, another baby deer get sick. Hi, baby doll. Hi, baby doll. Come up here and want to talk to me. We had another baby deer get sick that get back on him there. Another baby deer gets sick that we've doctored, and she seems to be doing fine. And we were afraid we were going to lose her too. And I debated about even just opening the gates and letting everything go out. Man, I don't know if we got something that's something that they're getting in here that's might spread to the deer outside. I don't know. It's just I don't know. But so far, we haven't heard back from Oklahoma State University on what that might have done that killed those deer that we lost. We lost a couple of does and a couple of babies, so it's really it's so disheartening when that happens. And that's not what happened to him at all. I think that cyst was the problem with Whitey, and we've medicated him with all the medications that we know how to give, and obviously we're not deer biologists either. Some big deer operations have an actual biologist that's trained in school to take care of the deer, and they have chutes and pins set up where they can run the deer through the chutes and drop the bottom out where they're just hanging in there and give them shots. And a lot of times when they have a deer get sick in the pen, they'll just simply run the entire herd through those chutes and give everybody a shot. And they give them, really heavy doses of medication also, where we might give 2 or 3 cc's, they might give 10 or 15 or 20 cc's to a deer. And if there's anything wrong, buddy, it just knocks it out. I mean, and of course, so when they do that heavy medication, occasionally they lose the deer through the medication. But he's looking really, really good. You can see that he's just turned into a pretty nice big buck, and beautiful big horns. And we're just we're not 100% sure we're out of the woods yet with him, but he's looking awfully good and moving around a lot, not limping, not dripping from his mouth or anything, not showing really any indication of anything at all being wrong with him. And you can see I actually get up pretty close to him. A lot of times he'll walk up there toward me. His side there is back toward his backside. I don't know why that looks kind of funny. Of course, they're wet and muddy right now because of this little rain we had. So he looks a little ragged looking, but he's awful fat and hadn't lost any weight. We thought maybe he had lost a little weight there for a few days, but he seems to have gained that back. And he actually looks really pretty. Really pretty. Beautiful buck. Hasn't broken any of his antlers off, knock on wood. I'm sure he's fighting through the fence with some of the others, but he looks really good. So that's Whitey. There's Whitey moving around right there. Y'all wondering about him? As I started to walk out of the pen, he decided he'd just move a little bit, and he ran off over there and started moving, looking really, really good. I've folded up my tripod here, and he just kind of took off on a little run over there to the other side, and saying, I just want to show you, Jimmy, I'm okay. I think that's what he was trying to show me, that he's okay.